Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so for today's video, I'm going to be reading 1-star reviews of my favorite Tessa Bailey books, specifically 3 of them. My top 3 Tessa Bailey books that I've read. This is gonna be, if you guys enjoy this video, a ongoing series of mine where I choose one of my favorite authors and some of my top 5-star reads by them and reading 1-star reviews. So you know what, if you guys like this video, let me know down below in the comments. I'm a little scared for this one because I'm ride or die, okay? My loyalty runs deep, and when I love an author and I love a book, sometimes I can get a little heated, a little salty if somebody doesn't like the book that I love. But you know what? We're gonna try and keep it chill. We're gonna try and keep it chill because you know what? Everybody has their own opinions, and it is what it is. We can agree to disagree. Okay, so the books that I'm going to be doing are My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey, Tools of Engagement by Tessa Bailey, and It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. We're gonna start off with her newest release, which is My Killer Vacation. First of all, let's just appreciate the book. I did give this book 5 stars, and the cover is absolutely stunning. I like this cover way more than the OG cover. It is a novella because it's like 280 something pages. I mean, a novella is really like 200 pages or less, so it's kind of a full-length novel, but it should have been longer, but good enough, I guess, you know. 5 stars though, 5 stars. I absolutely loved this book. This book has my heart. This book, just the way it made me feel when I first read it. Anyways, I ate this up. So also my tabs, you can see that I loved this book. But anyways, okay, let's get into the 1-star reviews. I'm gonna be typing it here on my iPad. It has 31,000 ratings. Okay, first one here. Okay, this is a long one. Okay, so let me start reading it. Jonathan's review. He said, "Me looking at my frog plushie. This book is bad. I will never trust any of you ever again." You all are just lying to me. I will start scrolling through this website with my eyes closed. You posting a 5-star review? I ain't reading that. I'm not looking. It's all just a conspiracy to make me read bad books. I'm deleting my Goodreads so I'm not tempted by your fake reviews anymore. Who is paying you to deceive me? Hope you're at least making a good bag with this cruel joke. I desperately want to know whether straight people are okay. Cause what the fuck was sexy about this? This was some insta love bullshit, I tell you. Miles was ready to rip her panties 0.00001 second into meeting her. They talked about sex 0.0001 seconds into meeting. There's the possibility that I am too asexual to get it, but you all are really look at someone who have known for 1 millisecond. Imagine being on all fours for them. That's wild. Miles is like, I'm not gentle in bed and she needs that tenderness. He's known her for 5 minutes at this point, and I'm not even kidding. This isn't a joke. Literally 5 minutes. Are all those sexuals okay? He doesn't even know her goddamn name. Do I keep reading? Yes, I mean, I see why. It is very much giving insta love, but I mean, it's like a 280 page book, and you know what? I want Miles to be instantly in love with me too. So moving on. Warda's review. You know what? Your mom. Why you have to drag my mom into this? Like, what did she do? I hate reading crappy books. I'm pessimistic enough as it is in real life. The only thing I'm stupidly optimistic about are books, and I've become way too attuned to my taste that reading terrible books is not all that common for me. But it happens anyway, and whenever it does, I just become irrationally irritable because betrayal. I feel cheated. I'm putting my trust in the author to deliver good stories. I'm trusting myself to select the type of stories that work for me. It's all a fucking gamble. And that trust feels extra broken when it's an author who usually works for me. I didn't even go into this with high expectations. Expectations were neutral. This book, however, is theatrical from beginning to end, and quite frankly, that's not what I want to be fed for almost 300 pages, especially when there was hardly any substance present. Not only is it theatrical, our main characters are very horny for each other, which I should not be complaining about, but some parts of this just read sleazy. Alright, a lot of parts did. Sleazy? Sleazy? No. No! No! No. Mm-mm. She said, I mean, this all depends on personal taste and no shaming here, but I was cringing during some of the sex scenes we got. No. She said no shame here, but I feel like she's throwing some shade. Okay, I'm done. 1 star, DNF at 25%. Guys, why? Actually, let me ask you, why did you DNF at 25%? It's so bad, I want to give you a 0, but that's not possible, so I give you a 1. Girl, go back to TikTok. I'm not usually in the business of being mean to authors, but I think Tessa Bailey just needs to stop. That was mean. That was real mean, especially to my girl Tessa Bailey. We're just gonna stop because the whole point is that this book is 5 stars and you should read it. If this is making me feel like this for that book, I'm doing It Happened One Summer till the end because that's my all-time favorite. Tools of Engagement is up next. I loved this book. Like, I loved this book. The sex scenes, I just don't think that anybody is gonna have anything bad to say about this book. There are 33,000 ratings. Okay, let me stop reading it without actually reading it out loud. Okay, 1 star for Tools of Engagement. I'm so tired of reading shitty smut like this. This is god awful. It's just gross. Not sexy, not cute, not romantic. Bye. The romance in this was at a 0 to 5. Everyone says that romance has no plot or whatever, but it obviously does. It has a storyline where they have each of their developmental and special moments in different times and places, but this had none of that. Beyond bland and nothing but was enjoyable. When I tell you they had no banter, ugh, this was just a mess. I truly don't understand the hype of this author. Ma'am, the smut is good. But what the thing that I really don't agree with is that she said that this book does not have developmental and special moments in different times and places, and I highly disagree. This book had so many cute moments where Wes was there for Bethany, and the banter between them was top notch. Like, what did we read the same book? Did we? I don't think we did, ma'am. I have so much to complain about this book. Definitely the last chance I gave to Tessa Bailey. When I have time, I'm fucking writing this review because simply there are many things I didn't like about this book. Actually, you can just leave it at that. We don't need the other extra shit. Also, read My Killer Vacation. You might like that one. I'm just kidding. You'll probably hate it. I'm too funny. This one says, have you ever met a 23-year-old guy? Hella immature. Nowhere near the depiction of Wes in the story. And although I did love his character, Bethany left something to be desired. Not my favorite Bailey book, although the first in the series was amazing. The second and third seemed to miss the mark. I enjoyed reading about Bethany's humanization, her itching, her anxiety, etc., but found her personality kind of annoying. This book consisted of way too much inner dialogue and back and forth. Not to mention none of the alpha hotness expected from a book written by Tessa Bailey. It seems this book was trying hard to be the older woman, young man trope and focused all its attention on Wes's supposed youth and Bethany's older age to focus on any other sort of reliable character development. DNF at 70%, although I wanted to stop reading at 30. Well, I'm glad you pushed through till 70%. Also, I think the first book was a 4-star for me. It wasn't the best one, but the second one and the third one, girl. Okay, one more at random. I hate cliches, and this book is literally the, how do you even say that word? I hate cliches, and this book is literally the epitome of cliches. I really hope that's how you say that. Seriously, jumping on a guy just to get away from a rat, Sorry, but that's not romantic or funny. Like, girl, use your legs and run. Had to DNF this book just after 4 or 5 chapters. Did not find it engaging. I can't even read your review. That's how bad it is. No, I'm just kidding. Did not find it engaging enough. P.S. I gave it 1 star just to write this review. Honestly, okay, let me not. Girl, if it was Wes, I would jump in his arms too. And I know he would catch me. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Okay, moving on. Don't listen to them. I love you. Last book is For It Happened One Summer. This is my all-time favorite Tessa Bailey book. My Killer Vacation is a close second, and so is my Tools of Vacation. I mean, they're all 5 stars. But, you know, Brendan, he has my heart. He had my heart first. You know what I mean? So let's get into this. I'm kind of scared. Let me show you my tabs because I showed them with all the other ones. This one has 211,000. Okay, so a lot more people read this. Okay, but you know, a lot more people loved it than hated it. First one that I see, Jesus, this was bad. Well, the romance before the sex was cute enough. The sex was ridiculous and graphic and cringy. I've never read anything so profane. Will never attempt to read another by this author. This isn't a cute romance with some sex. This is just pure pornography. Not my thing. Wow. I literally, she wanna tussle. She wanna tussle. Well, Katie, okay. Nana was like, awful, awful, awful. DNF at 30%. I don't like this. I thought I would because I love Schitt's Creek, but Pipes is just not someone I want to keep reading about. She and her sister balk at her being called spoiled, but she's 28 and has never had to do anything ever. She has 0 life skills and very few redeeming qualities. The only thing Brandon seems drawn to is how hot she is, and that's just kind of sad. You know what? I don't understand this review. I mean, if you would have read more than 30%, you would have seen Pipes character development. And okay, Brandon thinks she's hot, but he eventually falls in love with her because she has redeeming qualities. Okay, whatever. I'd rather die for Pipes because I know she said that in a mean way. I know she did. This one says, I want to like this one, I really did, but I had the hardest time reading it and it felt more like a chore than a pleasure doing so. I picked it up solely because of the hype around it on TikTok, and let's say I was let down. Here are some reasons why I didn't like it. While the first half caught my interest, the second half of the book was extremely underwhelming, and quite frankly, I felt like nothing happened. They kept going shopping and fucking and having fights and making up and fucking some more, and okay, what do you want me to do with that? Well, okay, I'm not even done reading her whole review. But girl, what more do you want? This isn't a philosophy book. This isn't for you to start thinking about life and the meaning of life and how short life is. Like, no. Yes, shopping, fucking, fights, and making up and fucking some more. That's what I like to read. Okay, continuing on. Speaking of fucking, the sex scenes were cringy as hell. Who describes a dick as male and a pussy as her femininity? I mean, you're not wrong about that. You're not. Yeah, I'll let that get. Which brings me to my next point. The whole book is filled with unnecessary gender norms that are completely irrelevant to the story whatsoever, and not only in the sex scenes. Both the main characters were described far too many times as masculine or feminine, and no. See, okay, so I understand why people don't like the use of like male and female and masculine and feminine, because like they don't like it, and I understand why they don't like it because it gives gender roles. But when I'm reading a romance book and it's between a guy and a girl that identify as male and female, it doesn't bother me when they use male, like when they use masculine and feminine, or when they describe something as male or feminine. Like it just doesn't bother me. Like it doesn't make me stop reading in the book and be like, oh, like why did she do that. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. Brandon, the apparently very male main character, was, how do I say, a pain in my ass. Let's go over his actions real quick. He doesn't think women can sell, gets jealous over other men looking at her, and is kind of bossy. Actually, he is too bossy with Piper, and the wrong kind of bossy. The worst thing of all is that it's never addressed, not once. The storyline keeps circling around Piper and her development, leaving behind another character who is definitely in need of that. I was told that a lot of these issues are not specific to this book and that the author uses a lot of gender norm descriptions and storylines, so I don't know if I'm gonna read any of her other books. It's safe to say that it was not a good experience. Well, I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it. You know, honestly, truly, I really am sorry that you didn't enjoy it. But I did. And you know what? They're fictional characters, so he can boss me around all he wants. Brandon can do whatever the fuck he wants to me. Woo. To cut to the chase here, I hate Brendan. I hate Brendan's overbearing masculinity. I hate his stupid honey and baby nicknames. I hate his utter existence and also hate his stupid ass. Not the hat. Not the hat. No, I'm just kidding. Honey and baby? Come on, honey. Don't be like that, baby. I'm just kidding. Yeah, these are all kind of the same complaints. I just couldn't with the heroine. I'm sure the story would have gotten better and she would have redeemed her shallow self, but I could not waste any more of my time hearing her waffle on about random rich white girl nonsense. DNF'd at 25%. Well, I mean, if you would, it did get better. Character development. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because I'm almost at 30 minutes. This was super fun, but actually, okay, no but. This was super fun just because I like saying shit back. I like talking my shit. Oh, no. This was super fun because I like reading people's like opinions about books, and when they're bad, I like to like, you know, correct them. It's just so funny because none of those reviews made me love my books any less. And that's how you know that opinions are just opinions and that not everybody is gonna love the book that you love, which is totally fine. The less people that like it, the more for me to love. You know, thank you guys so much for watching this video where I read 1-star reviews of these amazing books. If you haven't read any of these, I highly recommend them. Don't listen to any of these bad reviews because they're completely wrong. I would love to know what your favorite Tessa Bailey book is. Leave it down below in the comments. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.